Hello, everybody. This is Lauren here. It's a mix between a rant, advice, and moral plea to actually enjoy books. So I know the title was quite misleading, and I really apologize for that. I can give you some advice along with telling you that your goal shouldn't be to read 150 books a year. Your goal should be to actually enjoy what you're reading. The reason I'm saying that is that currently I'm reading Arrow of God by Chinua Achebe. And as challenging as the book is to read, English is not my native language. There are some beautiful moments where I relish in the story and the words and the poesy of it all. I just realized if I were to rush through this book, I wouldn't stop during those moments, close the book, and almost tear up, right? The reason I'm saying that is that I see a lot of advice online on how to achieve a certain goal in terms of like a numerical goal, like 50 books, 100 books, 150 books, which made me realize it's more important to build a system and having a learning objective than having a performance goal. I'm using the app Finch. This video is not sponsored. And I'm telling you, it's been helping me a lot, achieving a lot of my daily goals. And one of my daily goal is to read 15 pages a day. When you read 15 pages a day, you realize that you either like the story or you don't like it, or you want to read more or you want to know more. And then you end up reading a lot more than what you originally planned to do. Now, why am I saying that you should not aim to read 150 books a year? When you open a book, you get into a new world, you get into new discovery, you have new characters. There's so much to discover. It's not just about the story, it's about the characters. It's not just about the characters, it's about the writing, it's about the style and how you feel about it, how you get accustomed to the pace and the rhythm. And I feel like that in itself is an exercise in patience, in adoration, in love, in confrontation. So I'm here to teach you how to approach book reading in a more artistic way. For people who don't really know me, I'm an artist. Like, you should interrogate, why did the author chose that word? Why that comma? Why that silence? Why that pause? Why? Why? Like, that's the main question you should have when you are reading. I'm a bit puzzled to see so many 100 books, 200 books, 150 books. Like, is it a race? What's going on? I feel like if you pair your reading goal with a very bad habit of yours, then it works. Bad habit, spending time on your phone. Good habit, reading. How do I lower my screen time? If I'm not reading on my phone, of course, by picking up a book. Now, I'm from the generation where I didn't have phone from 10 to like 16. I'm exaggerating because I had one, but you couldn't do much on it except play Snake if you had a Nokia 3310, 3310, we say in French. You can also start with a very small book. And at first, when I heard that advice, I was just a bit, I'm not a really small book girly until I realized you can get rid of that bad story faster. You do. That's how I ended up reading a lot of horrifying books that I love to hate. That I can only congratulate them, like, for getting me back into reading. So I'm going to prevent myself from talking poorly about those books. I won't mention them. I would also say, are you stuck in the same genre? I realized over time, a lot of people are reading stuff that they actually don't mean to read, that they actually don't want to read. For example, this year, one of my goals is to get into romance a lot more. I spend a lot of time in African fantasy. I spend a lot of time in contemporary literature, fiction. I've done a bit of nonfiction. I spend a lot of time in historical pieces. I just want to spend more time being a lover girl. Maybe you should pick up books that are labeled easy reading as well. What I mean by that is that reading Arrow of God was a lot more challenging than I expected. I read Things Fall Apart during the pandemic, and it was a very easy read, which flagged to me that my reading comprehensions and skills might have declined until I realized I wasn't the only one saying that book was challenging. So I want to say as another advice, curate your reading experience. The reason I'm saying that is that the type of person I just like to be in my couch, in my bed when I read. But sometimes I'm thinking maybe I should sit down in a cafe. Maybe I should take a blanket during the summertime, which in London lasts 6 weeks, and eat outside in the countryside. Maybe I should dress a certain way, dark academia or bohemian academia. But also in that curation, you have everything that is going on with customizing your Kindle, customizing your phone experience. Reading Kazuo Ishiguro, Never Let Me Go on my phone. So whenever I'm outside and I only have my phone, I end up reading Kazuo Ishiguro and I just change the lighting on my screen. You can pick up books from the library as well because there's a set date, there's a deadline. You need to respect it. And because you need to respect it, you will read it. And don't be like me. Don't pick up 5 or 6 or 7 books. Just one. Start with one. Get an app. Get a reading app. By that, I mean not a reading app, but more like a bookish app like Fable, Storygraph, Goodreads, just to log what you're reading, where you are reading, how many pages. It keeps you on track and reminds you that you need to read. I kind of want to close this video now and let you know your goal shouldn't be to read 150 books. Your goal should be to read more. And that's what I've helped you achieve today. And I hope you will come back to this video and say thank you. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you for helping me how to achieve that goal. Because let me tell you, when you've been reading big books when you were younger and then suddenly you can't even read a page, this is the most harrowing feeling. Ooh, I never know how to pronounce that word, so it's exciting for me. Bye.